Hi, this is Kim with Mom's Creative Moments, and I'm bringing you another in our series of Disney layouts today. Continuing in the Cars land of Disney California, and one of the best pieces of advice I can give you if you're going to Disneyland California is or the California Adventure part of Disneyland, is to first thing in the morning go to the ride that's all the way in the back of Cars. It's the racers, and I'm trying to remember what they're called. I think it's just Radiator Springs Racers, but go there first. I can't stress that enough. Go there first. Go there. Get there early and go there first, because even if you think there's nobody ahead of you in line, oh my goodness, we were there way early. Like, we got there at 7:30 in the morning, and we went on Soarin' really quick because you've already seen that little bit of a layout a couple times ago. We went on Soarin' really quick, and then we went straight over there thinking we had plenty of time because we got there before the rope drop. Like, we were ahead of everybody that was waiting at the 8 o'clock rope, but we still waited over an hour in lines that we never imagined could be as long as they were. So that's my advice to you. But let's check out this layout, because I love all the stuff that they have in there while you're in line to kind of entertain you and give you things to read and pictures to see and just little novelty type stuff. And of course we took pictures of all of that, so it's got to go in the scrapbook. So let's check it out, okay? Alright, so this is the right side of the layout that we did last time. And flipping this over, I just wanted to share with you, I did go ahead and do one of, oh dear, this is very stuck together. What happened? Oh, this got stuck. Okay. I did go ahead and do this layout without you. I am sorry, but I was trying to find a way to kind of condense this down just a little bit, because wow, I have a lot of layouts that are all from Cars, and I like Cars, don't get me wrong, but you might not be super into them, and I don't want to lose my whole audience because you don't have as many photos of a ride like this as I do. So I just decided to go ahead and do this layout on my own, just adding some foam squares to that so that it will stay where it's supposed to. And so I just wanted to show this to you really quick, because it's just a relatively simple layout. All I did was I used again some Fast-to-Fab papers, not pages but papers, and just arranged them with my photographs. Now, this paper that I used as the base for this left side of the layout looks exactly the same as this paper. The same direction and everything. So when I rotated it to put it on this side, the only way to get a different look out of it was to only rotate it about halfway around. And then these photos right here that you can see ended up upside down on this side. So all I did was I took one of my vertical photos and just kind of cocked it a little bit to the left at an angle so that it sort of covers up this lower photograph, and you don't even notice. I don't think you notice. I hope you don't notice, but I'm pointing it out to you now so you will notice that you can't tell that this is upside down. All right, and then I took a laser border, one 12-inch laser border. I cut it in half and I used it in both of these places. I added foam squares underneath it to give it some dimension, and here I added 2 foam squares, but here I made it so that it goes underneath the photo, so it's flush with the photo and the photo does not stick up. And then just added a couple of stickers here and there along with those laser embellishments. And I think it's super cute. Very quick, very easy. Most of these layouts I've been doing for you here have been very quick and very easy for the cars section. There's no reason to make it difficult or crazy. I wanted to show you too, when you get a laser paper pack rather than laser pages, you'll get matching papers that look just like this, because most of our paper packs have 2 of each kind, which is awesome. And you can turn them different directions, which is cool. But also, you need to remember that on the flip side, you often have really cool designer papers. So you don't have to use the Fast to Fabulous side or the Fast to Fab side. You can use the decorative side. And so today I'm going to use the blue side of these papers, the decorative side, to as my mats for the layouts that are going to go on these 2 pages. So I went ahead and trimmed my photos. Some of them, half of them I cut down to 4x4 inch photos. The other half are 4x6 inch photos, and then I have this cool picture that was taken of us at the very end of our ride. These are pictures, spoiler alert, sorry, a little late. These are photos from the ride, and just so the lighting was not great, admittedly, you know, but it was supposed to be a little bit foggy in there and what have you, and it was. But still really fun and really cute. And we wanted to remember Luigi and Lightning McQueen and Doc Hudson and all of our favorite characters. So really, really fun times. So I'm just going to cut a few mats from this paper so that we can add just a little bit of blue to the layout. So I'm cutting this at 4.5, and I'm going to cut another one at 4.5. Then we're going to go ahead and stack these 2 papers. And we're going to cut at another at 4.5. Okay. And then we're going to cut another at 6.5, which I have to get my arm out for because I only have 6 marked up there. So 6.5 is going to go right there. And we'll just take that inch off and save it over here for a rainy day. All right, so that gives us 4 mats, enough to do all 4 photos on 1 page. So I'm going to do the same thing with this other sheet so that we have mats for all of the photos, since this is the last one of the ride. It's not the last one from Radiator Springs, but it is the last one of the ride. So we're going to do 4.5 and 4.5. Stack these. Then we're going to do 4.5 again. And then 6.5. Just like that. All right, so these are extra. Okay, then we have this kind of outlying photo right here, which is, you know how when you go on rides, they will often give you a quick picture of your group. So that's what this is. This is a quick picture of our group. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut a quick mat for this one also, so that it's not the outlier. sitting over there. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just adhere our photos to the corresponding mats, just like we did in our other layouts. The only difference here is that every photo has its own mat, which is kind of a cool thing. And then we're going to go ahead and adhere this. And these Fast2Fab pages are neat in that they have lines at the top, in the middle, and at the bottom. So we're just centering our photos between those lines with a reasonable border. I just used about 1/4 of an inch from the middle. So if you can't get these papers, the automobile collection, and you don't have it in your stash, then you could create a page like this on your own using cardstock, and I think it would be really cute. You don't have to reinvent the wheel when you go to do a layout. Sometimes the most basic things can make a layout stand out and be really, really cool. It's interesting, there is more space between the top line and the bottom than there is between the bottom. Did you notice that as I was putting that on there? I don't know if they did that on purpose or what. But there's definitely more room up here on the top half than there is at the bottom. Don't forget to go ahead and adhere your Fast2Fab sheet to your page if that's the kind of pages that you are using. A couple of videos back, apparently I only attached one of these. The other one was loose, so I had to fix that. You notice really quick when you go to move the page around. One. So you get in these cars, little racing cars, and you can see kind of the windshield in a lot of these pictures. You can see the windshield of the car that we were all in. And they actually pair you with another car, so you're going through the ride with another car of guests next to you. And after you go through this portion of the ride, you can see it opens up, and you end up going outside. And when you go outside, the race is on. You and the car you are touring with are suddenly big time racing around the track that is built for the ride, and oh my gosh, you fly. We flew around that thing. It was crazy fast. Very fun, and it helped me see why that ride is so popular. That would be the big draw, as it were. And it was super fun, although I'm not sure I'd be willing to wait so long again because it was a really long wait, but it was fun. So we were glad that we had gone on the ride. And that's always good when you've waited so long to feel like you are glad that you did it. One more picture, and actually 2 more pictures. Then we need some embellishing, and this part, at least the racer part, will be done. Okay, let's see what we've got left for our embellishments. So I've got this really cool laser strip that shows lots of neat signs. We could cut it apart and put part of it here and part of it here, which would be kind of cool. And then save these other couple for the in-town portion of our Radiator Springs visit. I'm thinking that I'm very inclined to do that. Let's see, let me get my scissors. So halfway would be right here, and with that stop sign being such a definite shape, we'll go ahead and cut along that part of the road. We'll stick this right in there. This one will just have a little bitty notch taken out of it, but that'll be okay, I think. If we pop those up with some foam squares, I think that would be cute. We don't really need a whole lot of other things, but I thought this one would be a cute sticker to put here, worth every mile, because we were finally on the ride. And let's see, I need something kind of smaller. You could just put miles of smiles. And maybe a star. Or 2, a couple of stars, worth every mile and miles of smiles. Let's grab some foam squares. Where do I have those? Off here. I set them off to the wrong side. sure what's going on upstairs, but somebody is slamming doors. All right. Oh, you know what? I need to get that, I need to get the border put on before we get too crazy. Oh. So, okay, just stick that over there. Let's grab some foam squares and get this guy stuck on here. Okay, I'm gonna get that put right there, right in the middle. And then we'll get this guy off to the edge. Worth every mile. We'll do this one. Okay, put this guy right in the middle right here. And this guy's going to go over top on the end. Miles of smiles. Cool. All right. What do you think? Drop me a note in the comments and let me know what you think. Or if you have any questions at all, or suggestions, or ideas for doing another layout that you might be interested in. See, I almost forgot to adhere this one. And if you haven't done so already, I'd be honored if you could subscribe to my channel, so that you don't miss any of the videos that I have coming out. And so that I can reach my goal and keep my small business going. So if you know of anybody that's a scrapper, or if you want to help people learn to scrap, I'm trying to make my pages as easy as possible, even the hard ones, to make your scrapbooking inspiration more fun. And I hope that this has been helpful to you in that cause. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, I hope you have many more creative moments. Have a great day.